afternoon, the world news. I am Tusiolu. First, the main point. Ekiti government to clamp down on unregistered vehicles. Voters urged to poll in DR Congo amid insecurity. Court bars former US President Trump from 2024 polls. 10 die as heavy rains hit India. The Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Kendi Ajobiwe, has raised the alarm over the imminent threat posed by unregistered vehicles, tricycles and motorcycles to road safety and security within the state. Ajobiwe, during a chat with newsmen in Ado, noted that the unregistered vehicles often bypass essential inspections and regulations. He declared that such vehicles will no longer be permitted to plow the roads, citing illicit activities associated with them. The Commissioner said that the enforcement would commence early next year to put sanity into the transportation system. And an American-based organization, Interweaved Solutions International, has honored the chairman of a Johnny Local Council Development Area, Prince Michael Ogungbemi, with Ambassador of Success Award. The organization said that the award was in recognition of the council's balls on its grassroots development, innovation and creativity towards making life better for its people in line with the 6-point agenda of Governor Biodun Oyebanji. The body commended Prince Ogungbemi for his outstanding performances, especially in human capital development, as the committee for the honor approved his nomination in the gold category. Prince Ogungbemi, who was represented by Mr. Mobolaji Ogungbemi at the ceremony in Abuja, thanked the Interwave Solutions International Nigeria for the honor done on him, pledged to continue to contribute to the development of a Johnny Local Council Development Area. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Dari Ogundari, has ordered the deployment of more tactical and intelligence teams across the state. Mr. Ogundari gave the directive in a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, ESP Sunday Abuto. He said that there would be more security presence at the flashpoint, especially around banking areas, to ensure that there is no attack or breach of peace wherein anywhere in the state. And the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has threatened to embark on mass protest over the lingering scarcity in the country. The president of the union, Mr. Joe Ajero, said that steps must be taken by the government to address the situation before it gets out of hand. Meanwhile, about 44 million voters in the Democratic Republic of Congo will elect a new president and members of parliament after years of political instability and coup. The incumbent president, Felix Tshisekedi, is seeking a second and final 5-year term in office alongside 19 other candidates. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the largest country in sub-Saharan Africa with an estimated population of more than 100 million people. Also, the Colorado Supreme Court has disqualified former President Donald Trump from the ballot in the state's presidential election next year over his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol by his supporters. The ruling makes Trump the first presidential candidate in the U.S. history to be deemed illegitimate for the White House. And former U.S. President Donald Trump has said that he considers indictment against him a badge of honor. Mr. Trump was speaking at a campaign event in Hawaii shortly after the state of Colorado Supreme Court voted in favor of removing him from the 2024 presidential ballot. The court ruled 4-3 to remove Mr. Trump, citing his involvement in the January 6 insurrection in 2021. In the meantime, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India would definitely look into any evidence provided on its alleged links to an assassination plot in the US. Mr. Modi said that the allegations would not affect ties between India and the US. In November, the US charged an Indian man of conspiring to murder a Sheikh separatist leader in New York. This is the broadcasting service of Ekiti State. For news, information, or comments, send to bscsnewsroom@gmail.com. At least 10 people have been killed in floods after intense rainfall in southern India. Tamil Nadu's Chief Secretary Shiv Das Manam, who confirmed this, said that 12,600 people were forced to flee to safer areas. Mina added that hundreds were stranded in the state of Tamil Nadu as water submerged roads, with Air Force dropping 10 tons of emergency supplies to those stranded. And patients are being warned to expect more disruption in England after junior doctors began their 26th day of strike action in their pay dispute. The stoppage would last 3 days, with the senior doctors drafted in to provide emergency cover. NHS strike action has seen more than 1.1 million appointments and treatment cancelled in the past year. Also, rescue efforts for survivors of an earthquake that killed at least 131 in China's northwest are coming to an end. Authorities said they were wrapping up operations and will now focus on treating the injured and helping those who lost their homes. The 6.2 magnitude quake hit Gansu province, injuring nearly 1,000 in the mountainous region. Meanwhile, the leader of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, has arrived in Cairo for talks on a fresh ceasefire in Gaza. Israeli President Isaac Herzog had earlier said that his country was ready for another humanitarian pause. Aid agencies had voiced anger and frustration over the continued plight of civilians in Gaza ahead of the vote. To sports, Chelsea have qualified for the semi-final of the Carling Cup. Also, Everton, Fulham and Middlesbrough reached the last four. Liverpool will meet West Ham United tonight in the quarterfinals. To end the world news, here again are the main points. We told you that the State Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Kande Ajobiewe, has raised alarm over the imminent threat posed by unregistered vehicles in the state, with a plan to clamp down on them by next year. You also heard that voters in the Democratic Republic of Congo will elect a new president and members of the parliament after years of political instability and coup. It was in the bulletin that Colorado Supreme Court has disqualified former President Donald Trump from the ballot in the state's presidential election next year over his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol by supporters. Lastly, on the world news, we told you that 10 people have been killed in floods after intense rainfall in southern India. Association matters were defined and may be made or marred by the company we keep. That's world news as put together by the production team and edited by Kelechi David. I am Tosin Lu. Have a good evening.